Their GMA cover story, Grey's Anatomy and Euphoria star Eric Dane on his ALS diagnosis. He spoke with Diane Sawyer about the fight and why he's hopeful.
To see you, Diane.
Oh, God. Eric Dane, the gifted and beguiling star of Grey's Anatomy, immortalized as Dr. McSteamy.
Everything.
He is also the tormented father on Euphoria. And yesterday, for the first time, he told us the detail of his shattering diagnosis, ALS. How you wake up each day and wonder what's lost to the disease.
I have one functioning arm. My dominant side
is your right side?
Yeah, my left side is functioning. My right side is completely stopped working.
And then your left arm is fine?
No, it's going. Yeah, I feel like maybe a few more months, and I won't have my left hand either. It's sobering. I'm fighting as much as I can. There's so much about it that's out of my control.
The 52-year-old actor is here so that anyone else who receives the shattering news will know they're not alone. He wanted us to meet Dr. Eric Dane, a leading ALS researcher, director of the Neuroscience Institute at Mass General. She's on this path with him.
It's a hard diagnosis to hear, but I want them to hear that there's hope. I never want anyone to hear that there's nothing to do, because there's a lot to do.
And that's what I got from Merritt when I met her, was that there was a sense of hope I didn't get from other doctors that I met with.
So what are the first symptoms of ALS? Most of the time, it's weakness in your hand or foot without identifiable pain. There could also be twitching in the tongue or slurred speech. It's difficult to diagnose because there's no one test. You have to rule out so many other things. And Dr. Sokovich says the numbers of ALS diagnoses are alarmingly on the rise.
And 5,000 diagnosed a year?
Yes, so new diagnosis, but those numbers are going up.
Very fast, wildly fast?
I think it's moderately fast and too fast. It's really predicted by like 2040, the numbers of people with ALS in the world will be increased by about 40%.
Another study says the increase could even be 70%.
That's solely from the population aging, let alone any environmental factors.
What kinds of things?
Well, everybody's worried about plastics for neurodegenerative diseases, Alzheimer's and as well as ALS. In lakes, there's some worry that some of the bacteria in lakes might be a risk factor. We worry about head trauma, because we do see ALS more common in people in certain sports, football or soccer. We worry about pesticides as well. Being in the military is a risk factor. Those are the ones we know about, but there's many more we don't know about.
But her hope is based on what they have discovered, like the breakthrough drug that can slow or halt the disease in the 10% of patients who have a specific genetic variant.
We saw half the people in the clinical trial stop progressing, up to half, and some get better. So it tells us it's possible. If you can get to the root cause of the illness, this is an illness you can make a big impact on.
Did you do the genetic testing?
I did. I don't have that gene mutation.
You don't?
No.
He and his doctor say he is taking medication to slow down the symptoms and participating in a research study.
And are you willing to try anything?
I will fly to Germany and eat the head off a rattlesnake if she told me that would help.
And Dr. Sokovich thinks with enough scientists and enough money to back them, a cure is possible.
There's people all over the world working on this, between artificial intelligence and other imaging technology, to really be able to subtype people. That's what gets me excited, and that's all coming in the next, I think, 1 to 2 years, if not, faster.
I challenge my GMA team, yes, every one of you.
Do you remember the viral Ice Bucket Challenge in 2014 that so many of us did to raise money for ALS research?
Ice Bucket Challenge made a huge impact. And all of a sudden, there was $200 million in the United States alone. And it was, spent quickly.
So, and
The only way we're going to cure this illness is by working together very closely.
I'm very hopeful. Yeah, I don't think this is the end of my story. I'm pretty resilient.
I'm counting on you.
Thank you. I'm counting on you. You're counting on me. I'm counting on her.
Counting on each other.
Yes. I just don't feel like, in my heart, I don't feel like this is the end of me.
And we are all reinforcing those feelings. Thanks to Diane for that. And all of you can see Diane's extended interview with Eric Dane Thursday on Impact by Nightline. It's also streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.